Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Let's move a little bit ahead and let's review some financial reports that NetSuite offers out of the box. To review reports again, you have to go in reports. You have your financial tab over here. Go in financials, and these are all the standard financial reports that NetSuite offers. I'm going to open a couple of important ones like income statement, balance sheet, maybe trial balance. This is my income statement. Let me just change my accounting preferences really quick. This is based on cash basis. Remember, this is the cash basis income statement. I don't want to see cash basis. What I will do is I will go in my accounting preferences again. I'm going to change this to non-cash basis reporting. Alright, I'm going to refresh this report again. And notice that cash basis is now removed. I don't want to see my income statement based on cash basis. Alright, I'm going to select the period. This is basically the income statement that shows you the profitability of your organization. And you select the period here. Let's say I want to see my income statement from 1st of January 2021 to October 2021. I'm going to select my period over here in the date range. I'm going to refresh this. And notice that automatically, the balances would change. I'm going to select my subsidiary. Let's say, GTS Corp Consolidated. These are all filtered options that you have in the bottom line, right? You have the period. You have the subsidiary. And you also have the column totals as well. Based on whatever filters you choose, your data would be reflected accordingly. Let's say if I want to see my balances for A and Z subsidiary, I can select A and Z and automatically the balances would be reflected accordingly. You have all these filtered options automatically available in front of you. I'm going to select. Refresh. Alright. Now what you can also do with this income statement. Let's say, if you want to see a different dimensions. I can remember, we classified information by department, classes and location, right? If you want to see that data, by department class. Here you have this total. Select class over here in the columns and refresh this. And notice now your complete income statement is, segregated by classes. And by classes. You can see your profitability now. I know this is not a very beautiful format because you have a lot of classes over here. But based on the classes that you have opened in NetSuite, you will see all your complete profitability by classes now. This is like a blessing in disguise for all the accounting people where they have. review the accounting or income statements by different dimensions, as they have to prepare it in Excel and, use pivot tools and all that stuff. But here, based on a single click, I can, just change my overall visualization of my report. Let's say I want to see this by department. I can select department now and reset. Notice that I can see now my profitability, my revenue, my expenses by department. You see this admin department. If I want to see how much expenses this department is incurring, I can see all that stuff now in just one picture in front of me. And I can see, what is the loss or profit that this department is making. And again, this is all happening because I classified my transaction by department. I entered department on my transaction, and based on that, it's showing up on my income statement now. Now, does this make sense? Why we use classifications? Because it gives you the complete, dimensional reporting option in NetSuite. And also, if you want to see this by location, you can do that by location. You can also do this by accounting period. If I want to, do a comparative analysis, I can select accounting period and I can refresh this. And now you will notice that instead of a location department class, I can now see my balances by period, Jan, Feb, March. If I need to do a comparative analysis, I can select my accounting period in the column total. Alright. And the best part is if you want to go into further detail, let's say I want to see 4230 detailed report. I can click on this. And you will see these are the transactions that is actually making up the balance. And when I further click on this, any particular document or let's say this one, it's actually going to take me to the actual transaction. You have this, drillability feature available in NetSuite where from the report you can actually go on the source transaction. These are certain features that we have. And same features we have on the balance sheet as well. You can select your balance sheet, select your, subsidiary. You have the column total. You can, see your balance sheet by department, location, class, just like we, saw in income statement. But at this point, I would just like to also, show you some extra features of the NetSuite reporting tool. Notice here at the right corner, you have multiple options. You can expand and collapse your report. I can just collapse this report as well. If I want to see a very summarized view, if I want to expand this, I can start clicking on expansion. And it's going to show me, by parent department, by parents, and then finally, remember, the type that we selected on the account type when we were creating GLL account. This is right now, based on the type. And if I click on further collapse, now this is going to be by parent and child as well. This is how it is all reflected in your financial reports. You also have the ability to export this in Excel. You see this right in the top bottom corner. You can export this. I can see. You can export this in PDF. You can export this in CSV or in Word as well. You can print this report directly from NetSuite. You can email this report. When you click on email, you can directly email it. I can select my recipient and I can, give a message. If there is any additional attachments I want to do, I can do that. And right away, send an email from NetSuite to the relevant person in the organization. You have this email feature as well. And you can also schedule this report. You have this option schedule. When you click on that, you can give a schedule name that this is a balance sheet report schedule that I'm making. You can select the date. If you want to do this on, multiple frequency, you can select run report more than once and set the reoccurrence period of this. Let's say daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever. And select the start, end date, and recipients, message, everything. Consider like this is a very important report and your management needs to have this report on daily or weekly basis. You can also schedule this report rather than doing it manually all the time. These are some of the features that NetSuite offers out of the box to have a better user experience and to ease the life of the data entry users. I mean, these are certain features that you get out of the box on all the reports. And then you have the trial balance report. You can always, get your trial balance report. But again, I would highly recommend you to always go in reports financials, review all the standard out of the box reports that NetSuite offers. If you are not sure about any particular reports, you can always click on help and it's going to give you the complete, description of that particular NetSuite report as well. Now you can, read about this timesheet report. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.